10 simple ways to overcome fear. 1. Name your fear. It is very good to be specific and important to be very specific by what kind of fear you have. Because sometimes you may be feeling uncomfortable in a situation. You don't really analyze and understand what's really happening. So it's very important for you to sit down and analyze, what fear do I have in me that is making me not achieve this and that. So it is very good to be specific about the fear that you have. So from that, you can work your way to fighting the fear and overcoming it in the end. The second thing that you can do to overcome fear is take small steps. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with just one. So it's important for you to cultivate these steps one after the other. Small steps will help you overcome the fear that you have. For example, if you have fear of, let's say, driving, the first thing you can do, of course, is enroll for a driving class. And from that, the tutor or the teacher will teach you how to go about driving slowly by slowly. You never learn to drive a car in a day. But in the long run, because of the small steps that you take with your teacher, you're able to overcome the fear. So take small steps. Number 3, that is breathe deeply. Let's say you have fear in public speaking and you have been invited to talk to someone, or even you're presenting an assignment, you have an assignment and you're trying to bring out your work. It's good to breathe and relax, because it helps you relax the hormones. It helps you relax your thoughts, your minds, because the fear is where there are so many thoughts running in your mind. They're juggling. I want to do this and that. I will say this and then this. But when you take a deep breath and you relax, it helps you calm down. And from that, you're able to sit now and say, I will start with this point, then this, then that. The fourth thing I would say is visualize success. Fear is brought by, what if it doesn't work? What if I start this business, and it doesn't work? Why can't you say, what if it works? Yeah? So visualize success, things working out, visualize things working out for yourself. Fear is where you always think that things always go amiss for you. You just imagine things going wrong all the time. Even when you're well dressed, you just imagine you don't look good because you just spot something little. Probably your hair wasn't done in a way that you want. Your hair is neatly done, but according to you, you feel this hairstyle is not really good for me. I don't look good. No. Visualize yourself looking good in that. There's a lot of importance of visualizing success, the good things. It really helps in fear. The fifth thing I would say is face your fear regularly. If you're afraid of something, face it every day. I wake up today and say, I have this problem. I fear to do this. What are the tactics I can use to handle this fear? So face it regularly. Talk about it. If you want to find a therapist or someone that can help you go through it, do that, because when you face it regularly, it helps you to work on ways on how to overcome it. And in the end, of course, you will overcome the fear. I will closely say the next thing is you talk about it. Of course, it's someone that you trust. If it's a therapist, a close friend, probably a parent or a guardian or your mentor, talk about it and share your thoughts with them, share your fears with them, and open up and say, I have this fear. How can I handle it? And if you know someone who has handled that fear before, they could be the best people to talk to and tell them, okay, I know you were in this situation before. I need your help. It is very important to talk out. You can never be, you're never an island to know everything and to work out everything. So it's good to open up to someone and say, oh, please help me in this case. The seventh thing I would say is challenge your thoughts. Your thoughts are always telling you it may not work out. What will people say? What will the world say? What if it doesn't? What if your mind, you are the one who controls your mind, but in most cases, our minds tend to think of the negative side, things not working out, people bashing us, doing this. But challenge your thoughts and tell them, what if it works? I'm going to make this work this time around. I've been doing this and that. It hasn't been working. But this time around, challenge your thoughts and tell yourself, this one is going to work out this time around. The other thing I would say is stay in the moment. Fear is always brought by us thinking about the future. 2 years from now, 2 months from now, even next week. Probably you have a debt you need to pay. You already have this fear. What, I don't know what I will tell them. Probably they need the payment next week. Why can't you focus on the moment? Why can't you focus on this present moment that you have and say, let me enjoy this moment? Of course, as you figure out, but don't stress yourself. Just sit down and say, okay, I'm going to figure this out. But for this moment, I need to enjoy the current situation. Sometimes you could have fear of 5 years from now. Probably for people who are abroad, you never know the kind of a visa you'll be having by then, or even next year. I've seen people who already stress about their visas 1 year, 2 years to the expiry. And sometimes I think, why can't you enjoy the visa that you have currently? It allows you to work, it allows you to travel. Why can't you enjoy now? Of course, you have to plan for that, but not stressing about it to the point of it giving you fear. So please live in the moment. I would also say that you prepare, don't panic. Prepare. Panic is something that can bring a lot of fear and it makes things worse. When you panic, you lose your thoughts, you lose everything. You can't do anything in the right way. So please learn to relax. And relaxing is brought by preparing. If you know that there's a task that needs to be submitted 2 months from now, start preparing towards that so that you avoid last minute rush. That can really help you to avoid fear. For example, if you know you have a flight next week, say at 6 in the evening, you can start preparing early, leave for the airport even 4 hours to as depending on how far the airport is. If it's an hour's drive, give it an extra hour or 1.5 because you never know, there could be traffic or anything. So preparation can really help in fighting fear. And the last thing I would say is celebrate every win. It is very important for you to celebrate anything and everything that you achieve. Sometimes we think it is small. Sometimes we think it's just a small thing. It doesn't need celebration. But no, you need to celebrate everything that you achieve. Nobody should tell you that your achievements are small. You understand how far you have come. You understand the struggle that it has taken you to reach the far that you have come and to achieve the celebrations that you're having. So please celebrate yourself. Don't wait upon people to celebrate you. Don't wait upon people to applaud you. And when you do that, you will overcome fear. So I wish you all the best, and I'm here waiting for the testimonies.